Hey everyone, welcome back to another one of my videos. My name is Deliora, and today we are going to be drawing some more certain things as characters, or as like humans. Specifically, today we're going to be doing some of the evolutions. Let's get into it. So first off, we have to start with the classic, the OG Eevee. So I didn't do like a ton of research for this. I mostly based it off of their actual designs. I did kind of want to get some just basic things, and from what I saw, they were just like, oh, Eevees are gentle, Eevees are kind, Eevees are like a little shy, and I was like, okay, cool. So I definitely think that Eevee like gives off younger character kind of vibes. So I imagine her being 15, 16 probably, compared to the other characters who are definitely adults to me. I feel like most of them are in their like early 20s, mid 20s maybe. Um, but yeah, so I made sure to keep her like fluffy neck thing. I kind of made it one of those like wraparound things. I gave her a cute sweater. I gave her is it plaid? I don't know if plaid's the exact thing, but I do a certain pattern on her skirt. I made her little bag. It's supposed to look like her tail, and then her pigtails and her little like fringe bits also are supposed to look like the tails. A lot of this is very literal, along with me putting like the little Pokeballs, like a pin on her neck thing and on her sweater, and she also has one as like a keychain on her bag. But yeah, as literal as this interpretation of Eevee is, I honestly think it's really cute. I like the way that I did her pigtails being her ears, and I like how she's just so cozy. She gives off just like autumn girl, like pumpkin spice latte kind of vibes. And you know, I'm here for it. I really miss the cold weather. It's really hot where I am. I think the average has been like 80, 85 where I am for like the past week, and it is not fun as someone who absolutely just prefers winter and fall. I do not like the heat. I do not handle it very well. But yeah, her coloring was also like pretty basic, other than adding the pink and the red. Essentially, all the colors are just straight up taken from her design. Um, yeah, just very like warm, earthy tones. Again, very like fall. I honestly really love her outfit, and maybe minus the like neck fluff thing, I would honestly wear this. I love the bag too. I personally love a good decorative bag. And there she is. She's all done. I hope you guys love her just as much as I do. Let's get into the next one. And the next one is Flareon. Let's get into it. Okay, so Flareon, personally, I think that she would be a very fluffy character, not like just literally, but I also think that she would be like kind of on the chubbier side. So I gave her really big hair. I love her little I don't even like the swooped back bangs. I think that it's really cute. I ended up giving her her ear motifs into her bandana that she wears. I did struggle quite a bit with how to position her hair though, because I don't know, it wasn't looking quite right until I ended up giving her a really just big, full, voluminous braid, and that ended up looking so very good. So, for later, there wasn't really much, other than me just giving her, like, a little bit of flame. She kind of just has some very loose, very, like, sparse, flame motifs. You know, because obviously Flareon is the, Eevee of fire. No one has ever called it that before. But I put little flames in her bandana. I ended up giving her a like firestone necklace. It doesn't really look like they do traditionally in game, but I wanted it to kind of look like a fire opal. If anyone knows what that looks like, that's kind of what I wanted to do. I also saw that Flareon's, I don't know, she gives off like mom vibes to me. So I definitely ended up making her kind of like an older, more mature, kind of like mom friend kind of type. I think that specifically this version of her would really enjoy cooking, so I gave her an apron. One of my friends looked over while I was drawing this and said, "Why does she look so southern?" So this Flareon probably has like a bit of a southern accent. And honestly, she's just really cute. I love her color palette. I love just how she ended up. Again, most of the colors were just directly taken from her, and I still think she looks super cute. Sometimes that's an issue with my turning random images into characters. Sometimes the colors can be a bit of an issue, but with these Pokemon girls, it was definitely not. She looks so darling. My rendering style actually changed a lot because of me doing this challenge, and I'm honestly very happy with it as well. It's much more detailed. And we are basically done. Just me speckling in a background, and there we go. I love her. She's so very cute. Okay, so next up is Umbreon. Let's get into that one. Okay, so Umbreon, I did, when I initially came up with, like, or wanted to do this video, I had you guys vote on, or at least, like, send in suggestions just for general Pokemon before I decided that I was specifically gonna do Eevees, and then I'll probably end up doing other kinds of Pokemon at some point. But specifically, I was told that I should do Umbreon by like multiple of my friends. They were all like, "No, you just need to do Umbreon," and I was like, "Okay, Umbreon's cool. I like her. Let's do it." So I ended up making her kind of like a goth girl with are they called box braids? I think it's those. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But like really big braids to act like her ears, and then I gave her like bits of gold because I love it when girls with like textured and like dark hair will put like little bits of gold in it. The little like gold cuffs, that's so pretty to me. Like, oh, it's so cool. I love it when people do that. I also made her ears into like her earrings. I also thought that goths, like a goth aesthetic would be fun for her because like rings on jewelry is at least a big thing in the goth clothes and the like punk, kind of just general alternative things that I've seen. So I definitely wanted to do that. So yeah, I ended up giving her one of those big chokers with the big rings that I've seen a bit. I had a friend who used to wear those a lot. Then I gave her like a big belt with like one of the rings on it, and then I think they're normally on those like cool punk pants, but the rings that come off of those, they're like suspenders, but they're not. I thought that those were really cool as well. Oh, I also I also gave her, it's vitiligo, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is just the, like, lack of pigmentation in, like, darker skin tones, and I gave her, like, general just ring patterns around that. I think that honestly looks so cool. I also just gave her, like, a nose ring to kind of be like the ring on her face, but the vitiligo is supposed to represent that more, I guess just more overtly. And yeah, I honestly really like her color palette as well. I know I'm gonna say that for all of them. I did go farther off the color palette of the actual Pokemon because Umbreon is really blue. Like, it's a light, like, gray blue. I mean, light. It's, like, not nearly as dark as I made her. I like her hair and stuff, but yeah. There she is. She's gorgeous and I love her. Okay. Okay, the next one, and probably my favorite one, is Sylveon. So this was definitely my favorite Pokemon growing up. I mean, growing up as, you know, A girl, she was obviously supposed to be like a lot of people's favorite. And I mean, it works out. She's very cute. She's very just high femme, very adorable. I love it. But I honestly struggled getting the sketch the way I wanted it to be. I'm honestly not quite sure what the issue was. I do think she looks a lot like Eevee, and that might be, I mean, a little bit of an issue, but I also feel like the colors definitely differentiate them a lot. Because for this one specifically, I did use the hair as the ear trick again, and I also kind of made it the bows, kind of like the little flesh bows. But yeah, so Sylveon is very like, again, high feminine, so I made her kind of like a soft girl, or like the like, not really the gamer girl aesthetic, but like the girls who just wear like a ton of pink, like that kind of thing. So I ended up giving her a cardigan because I personally also love a good cardigan. And I gave her like a high-waisted skirt, and then I gave her kind of like a blouse kind of top. I also gave her like hair bows. I gave her two because it kind of just looked weird with one. And I then ended up, yeah, doing that. She has like a lot of lace like on her thigh highs and just on her skirt. She has a lot of bows. I made sure to very much just keep adding bows. Because the bows are a part of her character, you know? They're just a part of it. So for this one I did end up going back and lightening or brightening some of the colors for it. Just because the ones from the specific reference image I had weren't really that great. Like the colors were just a little muddy, so I just brightened them up a bit. But yeah, I made her, the bottoms of her cardigan sleeves kind of match the colors that her bow has, along with putting pink on her leggings to match the pink on her legs. And yeah, I feel like she was probably the easiest to do, but again, I think she also probably turned out my favorite. Now, this might just be because I love the color pink. If you have seen basically any of my channel art or my channel assets, you can probably tell that I like pink quite a bit. I think it's probably honestly my second favorite color. I mean, I don't really hate any color though, so whatever. But yeah, she's super cute. I honestly, I didn't look into a ton of other like gajinkas for these characters, but I honestly feel like this is probably super close to a lot of people's interpretation of her. And yeah, I hope you guys like them. And with that one done, that's all the art I'm doing for today's video. I hope you guys loved it. I honestly had so much fun doing all of these. I would love if you guys would comment and tell me what to do next. Here's another view of the Eevee, the Flareon, Umbreon, and Sylveon. I hope you guys appreciated it. I hope you guys loved it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.